had a real happy childhood. We didn't have much money. We didn't have a lot of material things. We had a lot of warmth, a lot of happiness. We didn't do a lot as a whole family. My mother was sick when I was young, and Mum took on a lot of the responsibility of the household, whereas my father took on a lot of the parenting. My mother took on a lot of the parenting, but my father took on the exciting part of that parenting. When we went to the park, it wasn't just like going to the park, it was always made exciting. And he'd get on his bike and put his hat on. He never went anywhere without his hat. When I was younger, it's 10 weeks to the Easter show. You better start saving your money. We'd have our little money boxes, and it was always, we were always told that whatever we saved would be doubled. So it was, and we didn't get much money, but it was a matter of doing our chores and getting our money and putting it in our money boxes and saving it. So it was not just a one-day outing. It was something that we planned for. It was 10 weeks to 10 weeks to Easter. It was 9 weeks to Easter. He'd come home and he'd arrive home from work and he'd say, "It's 6 weeks to Easter. It's 6 weeks. You're still saving your money?" Then it was 4 weeks to Easter, and it was 2 weeks, and it was just so exciting. The memory, the excitement is still there. The same excitement that's been there for 45, 50 years. When I walk in the gates of the showground, it's the memories, it's the warmth, it's the feelings, it's all inside. It's not what's now at the show. It's just all the memories. It's just a really funny feeling. It's just a really enjoyable feeling. It's not materialistic. It's not money or anything like that. It's just tradition. I was 10. And we went to the Easter show this year, and I remember he was very thirsty, and I was probably too young to understand what was going on, but that was the first signs of him getting diabetes. And I remember we'd walk past the juice or fruit juice or whatever he was going to drink, and he'd have a drink, and then we wouldn't be far past that, and he'd have to go back and get another drink and another drink and another drink. And he ended up, we found out that he became a diabetic. He had a pacemaker and he was a diabetic, and so he was on a very, very strict diet. And I realised later, I didn't realise why the show was so exciting to him, but these were the 2 days he would take the extra insulin, Christmas Day and the day of the Easter show. And so he'd break his diet a little bit, so that was why he looked forward to it so much. He was looking forward to retiring and spending time with my kids. And I remember he had another heart attack and he was raced into hospital, and I remember they changed the pacemaker, and then he had another heart attack and they gave him a second pacemaker, and he lived for a week and then died. And it was very sad. I would rather it had stayed at Moore Park, but because the memory has been there for so long, and because it's such an important part of my life, I can't let it die. I don't want it to die. It's going to be really interesting going to the show next year. I'm hoping I'm not disappointed, but I've got to try and make it work, because it's something that I don't want to die. It's just a feeling, it's the memories that I don't want to die. And so it's something that's over the years has transformed from one thing to another, because things have changed so much at the Easter show.